This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1560, Improv Your Life by Ludovic Vuillier of the Good Life Manifesto.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your personal narrator, reading blogs to you, mostly, sometimes books, anything that I think will help you live your life in a more meaningful way. Before we get to it, small business owners wear a lot of hats. While some hats are great, others, like the filing taxes and running payroll hat, not so great. That's where Gusto comes in. Gusto makes payroll, taxes, and managing a team actually easy for small businesses. Gusto automatically pays and files your federal, state, and local taxes, so you don't have to worry about it. Plus, they make it easy to add on health benefits, even 401ks for your team. And you can get direct access to certified HR experts too. Sounds like a pretty good way to run your business, right? But here's the thing, it is tax season already, unfortunately. You're going to want to get started now. Don't wait. Let Gusto make it easier on you. They have for me. As a bonus, listeners get 3 months free when they run their first payroll. This is one hat you're going to be glad you gave up. Try a demo and see for yourself at gusto.com/old. That's gusto.com/OLD. For now, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. Improv Your Life by Ludovic Vuillier of the Good Life Manifesto.com. Please tell me you're going out tonight. This is how a friend decided to start his call to me. I had no intention of going out, but his request intrigued me. I invited him over. He had a bottle of vodka with him, which he promptly opened once he reached my living room. I had a hell of a day, and I need some fun. He definitely looked as though that was right, but I was still confused. I asked him, why me? He was a known nightlife figure who had plenty of people who would gladly go out with him. Though I definitely had my share of that life, I would not have thought myself as the go-to guy for such an occasion. He said, "You don't understand. A lot of people go out, stand in line to the club, pass the bouncer, pay, get in, drink, dance, and maybe bring someone home at the end of the night. But you, it's different. We pass your door, and from that moment on, we are down the rabbit hole and never know what to expect. Things happen to you that don't happen to normal people, and it's just awesome. What's your secret?" It's true that I've gone on some funny, crazy adventures, but hearing it from someone else was funny and eye-opening. I explained to him my secret. I live my life by the same rules as the rules of good improv. Tina Fey once said that she has 4 rules for improv. I think we can all agree she knows what she's talking about. You'll find these rules of improv in many places and agreed to by many people. Why live life like improv? Because improv, by its very nature, is not scripted, and yet when done well, is hilarious. Life is not scripted, and who doesn't want to live life fully and with great feelings? I know I do. I'm sure you do too. Here are the rules and how they can be interpreted for our real lives. Number 1, agree and accept. Shit happens. That's life. You can try to fight it. You can try to be in denial, but then you'll get slapped even harder. You can try to avert your eyes, but ultimately life is life. Sometimes great things happen, and when great things happen, it's easy to go with the flow because the flow is positive. It gives us good feelings. But what do you do when things go sideways? That's the true test. We live in a culture where it's common to look for someone to blame, but that's making yourself a victim. By definition, victims have no power over themselves. Is that really who you want to be? Before you huff and puff by inflating your chest and indignantly saying that you only blame yourself, here's a hard and uncommon truth. It is good to do regular life audits and to take responsibility for things. But in the heat of the moment, blaming yourself does you no good either. It only brings bad energy. The best thing you can do for yourself in the moment is to say, it is what it is. Now what should my next step be? Just focus on your next step and then the other one after that. Once you're past the issue, you can look back and see if there's anything you could have done better to avoid that issue or to handle it better. But not in the moment. In the moment, just accept what is coming your way and act accordingly. Number 2, yes, and be proactive. Accepting what's coming your way is a huge improvement to fighting it, being in denial, or becoming a victim. But it's not enough. You can't just sit back through all of your life being completely passive and expect to lead a good life. Assess the situation and act. Live life actively. Whatever life throws your way, accept it and see how you can use it or turn it to your advantage. The fact that shit happens does not mean you must wallow in it. It just means you need to learn to make fertilizer. Number 3, make statements. Make life statements, not life questions. Be confident in your actions. You will make mistakes. This is something you need to accept as reality ahead of time. And mistakes being what they are, We tend not to know we're making a mistake until we're done making it. Yes, there are times we know we're making a mistake and we stick with it, but this is the very rare occasion, I hope. Knowing you will make mistakes should in no way undermine your confidence and your actions. Act boldly. Why is this so important? Acting meekly brings no results. People do not follow meek actions in people. And just as people do not follow meek actions in people, so does life. If you do not trust yourself, life won't trust you with the big opportunities and the big changes. If you do trust yourself, the things you will experience will be absolutely astounding. And number 4, mistakes are opportunities. Remember how I wrote that you will make mistakes? It is true. But it is also true that blaming yourself in the moment is not effective. How to reconcile these two differing thoughts? Simply, understand that your mistakes are actually opportunities. They are opportunities to find the weak links in your life. They are opportunities to test the strength of various connections, and they are opportunities to become better. When we do things well enough, we have no motivation to try and do better. But when we feel the sting of a mistake, that gives us the motivation to improve. Work on these 4 rules by implementing them one at a time, and you will see that you too will be living a life of incredible adventure. You just listened to the post titled Improv Your Life by Ludovic Vuillier of the Good Life Manifesto.com. And don't forget, Gusto offers modern, easy payroll and benefits to small businesses across the country. Now's the time to get started. You don't want to wait. Get in touch now and get 3 months free when you run your first payroll. Just go to gusto.com/old. That's gusto.com/OLD. Leave it there for today. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.